This is the Wise Out 2 coming at you from the city where I live. I'm trying to overcome a real bad sickness, and I'm doing a good job. If you know that you have chest congestion because of a bad cold or cold wind from the autumn, which I have, if you have post-nasal drip going down from the back of your throat down to your back of your mouth down to your chest, caused by the cold weather, cold infection, the best way to get rid of chest congestion is to get yourself a pot of water. It's kind of heavy. See this pot of water? And if you can look here, you can see the water. See the water? Put it on top of a stove, heat up the water, heat it up until you have a lot of vapor. And once you have it off, turn the dial off on the stove. Turn the dial off. You have a choice: leave the water on top of the stove with the stove off, or put pick up the hotted pot carefully without you won't get burned, and watch out for the steam, and put it on top of a table or a placemat on top of the table. You want to burn the table, and just go like this. And inhale the steam. Down all the way down to your, from your mouth all the way down to your lungs, deeply, and also your nose, and everything. And it works too. I got lucky. I remember also, besides the steam, I realized that in my room, when I was growing my first beard, I also bought some eucalyptus oil. I got lucky. So while the water was hot and steaming, I put some eucalyptus oil into the water that was steaming, and then I did the same thing. I went like this. And believe me, it helped. It helped me a whole lot for chest congestion. Now, of course, you have to get rid of the post-nasal drip. If you don't get rid of the post-nasal drip, then you're not gonna be able to really get rid of the chest congestion, and you're gonna start having coughing. You're gonna start having sore throats. Okay, you have to. Now, if you go to my Wise Out 2 video, I already made a video how to get rid of the post-nasal drip, and how to get rid of the coughing, and how to get rid of the sinus infection. You gotta do that first. You gotta start at the top and work your way down. Don't use this pot of water with eucalyptus oil or just the water itself with the steam, unless you first get rid of the post-nasal drip or the infection. Now, if you have a sinus infection, if you have post-nasal drip, but you do have a chest congestion, and the chest congestion is due to the cold weather, with this autumn right now, wind cold, then you know that you can just use the water, the steam. Watch out for your eyes. Watch out that you have a necklace or a jewelry made out of plastic or whatever, okay, but tuck it in under your clothes like this, okay, and you feel better. Trust me. All right. So that's how you give it a chest congestion. Hot steaming water, and just go like this. And when the water gets cold and you want more, put it back on top of the stove, turn the dial of the stove. Before you know it, you got more water steaming in a nick of time, whatever, in any time. And just do the same thing again. Okay, now if you have eucalyptus oil, pure, it says right here, pure, 100% eucalyptus oil. See that? Then you know you got the right stick. It's written in Latin too. It's written in Latin and everything. Use this, okay? And also, if you can, in addition, get yourself a jar of Vicks Vapor Rub, and rub your chest and a little bit of your back, your throat. Inhale from the jar, deeply inhale it, and your nose and mouth, and it'll help you out. Okay. In addition, some people also when the kids are coughing a lot because of the cold weather, what some parents do is they go to the store or whatever and they buy a humidifier, Vicks humidifier, and some Vicks, like the right kind of Vicks, not the jar, a different kind of Vicks, and they put the Vicks inside the humidifier with water, and they put it next to the kid who's laying down in bed, and or you may be the one who's laying down in bed coughing, right? They go to the store, buy a Vicks humidifier, put some vapor rub in it, Vicks vapor rub in it, and relax in your bed and inhale and exhale normally, and you'll see that you feel better with the humidifier. But you only know that if you have this kind of water. If you have water itself, pure water, and you have a towel or a blanket, whatever, and you just go like this and inhale the steam, that's good enough. Because you have a cold in your lungs, and the hot steam will help it out, okay? And if you're lucky enough to have eucalyptus oil, good for you. Put a little bit, don't put too much. In the beginning, I put too much, and it messed me up. All right? Okay. This is Wise Out 2 come naturally from the city where I live. How do you know if you're feeling better from the treatment? That you're doing a good job with the healing yourself? Well, you look at your tongue. If your tongue is less white, not as white as before, it's coming out. Okay? And if you're farting or burping without trying to, you're just coming out, well, flatulation. You want to call it burping, or you want to call it farting, what do you want to call it? It's coming out, the wind. The wind is coming out. Okay? And if you bend down, now, if you look at my video, how to get rid of a sinus infection with salt and water, and you took my advice, bend down again and see if the pressure is going less and less. In the back of your head and on your face and on your nose, bend down and see after your treatment with the salt and water. Go to my videos, you'll see it in my Wise Out 2 video. If the pressure is less when you bend down, the treatment is working, and you should be farting, you should be burping. Because the wind is being dispersed. It's called disbursement of wind. Okay? There's pressure points, but I'll go to that in a different video on pressure points. I used to take up acupuncture many years ago in Chinatown in Philadelphia, the city where I live. I had to study Chinese characters, because the book I was reading from and being taught by my teacher, the textbook, was in English and Chinese. Everybody knows the book. It's a very famous book. Everybody who studies anything about traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture know that book. It's one of those famous books. Okay, my teacher was a doctor in Western medicine and Chinese medicine, and he was a good teacher. I was a good student, according to my teacher. So I'm teaching you things that you should be. Now I want to teach you the pressure points in my next video. Okay, maybe tomorrow, my next video. So you know if you're farting or you're burping while using the pressure points, you're dispersing your cold wind. That means it's working. The pressure points are working. Look at your tongue. If your tongue is less white, my tongue is less white. It has only a thin coating of white, which is normal. Before, when you have the condition of the cold wind very bad in your body, it's called invasion of wind. Huh? Your tongue will be very white. You get my point? Now, if you have a chest congestion due to the cold wind, stick your tongue out. If your tongue is white, all around here, but around the border here, it's red or not white at all. It's not white, but here it's white. Then you know you have the cold wind is responsible for your chest problem. You got to disperse the wind from your body. This will help you with your lungs. Okay? But pressure points, some pressure points and acupressure points will help you. But I'm not an acupuncturist. I never finished my training. I know I went to school for it, but I went and learned about it from a teacher. That makes sense to you? So I cannot really recommend you where to put the needles or anything. But I can recommend pressure points with your fingers. That will work in some areas. If you can find acupuncturists, if you know you have cold wind and you don't know how to treat it, acupuncturists. Or YouTube, I guess. You may find some acupuncturists there. They got the same thing. They teach you that. It's basic wind code. Okay? If you think you need to go to a hospital, hey, better safe than sorry. It's up to you. But my methods work. Okay? All right. You have a good day. This is Wires Out 2 coming at you from the city where I live. Over and out. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.